Hello and welcome to Flagler Features right here on FlaglerTV.com. I'm your host, Craig Hawkinson. Today we're going to take a bike ride on the Lehigh Trail. There is so much to see and learn about, you don't want to miss it. Stick with us, we'll be right back.
Flagler Features is brought to you in part by Peak Fitness. Eat the food you love correctly, supercharge your metabolism, and energize your body. Check out our takedown challenge at peakfitnesspalmcoast.com.
Hi folks, my name is Craig Hawkinson with Flagler Features right here on FlaglerTV.com. Today we're going to bike the Lehigh Trail. It is about a 6.5 mile trail that runs through Palm Coast, and we are here at the Eastern Trailhead. Let's get started. I do want to mention the very clean and well-maintained rest area that was our starting point. You will find restrooms, drinking fountains, a bike rack, and paved parking. A great place from which to start or finish your journey. So after donning my helmet and GoPro camera, I headed down the trail that runs along Colbert Lane to the entrance of the Lehigh Trail. It's only about 2/10 of a mile away. Once at the trailhead, you will see the first and perhaps finest feature of the Lehigh Trail, and that is a beautifully constructed elevated boardwalk that carries you over the marshy area of Graham Swamp. This is a great opportunity to observe all sorts of wildlife, including birds, deer, foxes, raccoons, alligators, and more, so be sure to keep your eyes open. One quick word of caution, the boardwalk is slippery when wet, so exercise care, especially if it has rained recently. For the most part, the Lehigh Trail is shrouded in trees, Spanish moss, and other foliage. You can get a good idea of what old Florida may have looked like before much of the development took place. The path itself is a flat, paved trail and is wide enough to accommodate bikers, hikers, and skaters. The path is well used, but not overcrowded. The trail connects Colbert Lane to US 1 and parallels the Lehigh Canal for much of its length. The trail runs along an abandoned railway, and you can spot remnants of the old rail line as you progress. The railway was once used to carry materials to and from the Lehigh Portland Cement Company located in Flagler Beach. There are several benches along the way, providing places to rest or take some pictures. After about 2 miles of biking, we come to Old Kings Road, and the first of 3 road crossings that we will encounter during our journey. You will also notice a parking area on Old Kings on the north side of the trail. This is the second of 3 access points to the trail that provide parking. Shortly after crossing Old Kings Road, we will travel under Interstate 95, one of the main north-south corridors that runs through the eastern United States. About a quarter mile after Old Kings, we come to our second road crossing, which is Town Center Boulevard. We have now come to the middle leg of our journey. At this point, we have about 1.5 miles until we reach Belterre and the last leg of our trek. Here again, the scenery is quite beautiful, and on this day, I pretty much had the trail to myself. I usually come across other bicyclists, runners, hikers, and skaters, but it was hot today and I didn't see very many other people. Even on days where there are other people on the trail, it certainly is wide enough to accommodate everyone. Since the trail parallels the Lehigh Canal for most of its length, there are opportunities for fishing, but I did not see anyone fishing today. After about 6 or 7 minutes of riding, I came to the end of the middle leg of the trail, which ends at Belterre Parkway. Hey folks, we've made it all the way to Belterre. It is a major north-south artery of Palm Coast. One of the really cool things about this part of the trail is they have this bike maintenance station. They have a pump if one of your tires has gone low. They have a bunch of assorted tools if a bolt has come loose during your ride. Really nice feature of this trail. Anyway, we're gonna cross Belterre right now, which is kind of a major road, but they do have a light over here, and you will see that as long as you pay attention to the traffic flow, you're gonna be just fine. So let's hit it. Before heading out, I should point out that this is the third access point with available parking. There are 2 lots on either side of Belterre. After crossing Belterre, we are back on the Lehigh Trail and the last leg of our trip. About 2.7 miles to go unless we want to take a little side ride, which I will talk about in a minute. Again, the path is tree-lined and it's a pretty straight shot to US 1. There are a couple of canal crossings with really nice bridges. The first is about 3/10 of a mile from the Belterre trailhead. And the next one is about another 8/10 of a mile beyond that. Other than the fact that it is a very pretty ride, and the trail continues to be in great shape, there is not much more to remark on at this point. After riding approximately 9/10 of a mile beyond the last bridge, you have the opportunity to take a little side ride by crossing the canal and Royal Palms Parkway and heading north along the path that parallels Rimfire Drive. There is a nice park about half-mile down the path with restroom facilities available. This extra trip will add about a mile to your total ride. Once you've returned to the Lehigh Trail, you are only about 7/10 of a mile from the western trailhead on US 1. Hey folks, guess what? That is US 1 behind me. You know what that means? We have conquered the Lehigh Trail. We started out on the eastern trailhead at Colbert Lane and have made it all the way here to US 1. It's about 6.72 miles, I think it was. It is a very doable bike ride for if you want to do both ways, it's a couple hours. It's covered by trees for the most part. The reason I'm covered in sweat, it is July when we shot this, but still a very enjoyable ride. Hey, check us out on flaglertv.com. We have lots of videos like this. We're trying to discover all of the hidden gems in Flagler County, and I hope to see you again real soon.